Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome to this Relationship Thursday, where right now we're on a series that's entitled Three Things That Women Want More Than They Want Sex. So today we are on the second of the three things. So you're gonna want to stay with us and be sure to join us next week when we talk about the last thing. And I believe that it's gonna surprise you. So make sure that you join us next week. Subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, and also share everywhere with everyone on all social media platforms. Give me some thumbs up. It helps the YouTube. It gives me encouragement. Drop a little title if you want me to research something and present it. Drop something in the comment section, okay, or just say hello. All right, or comment on whatever you want. And also, like I said, share everywhere. Okay, so all right, so the third thing is, well, before I tell you, let me just say this, that I believe that God has placed men and women together, being somewhat opposite of one another, but yet complementing one another to complete the work of character building. To prepare us further for the kingdom. Now, everybody may not need that. Everybody may not want that. But however, for those of us that God has directed us that way, so be it. Okay. And so while the woman has a responsibility in her role, the man has a responsibility also as being the provider, where he oversees, as a leader, he oversees the providing. It's his responsibility. The woman may help, however, but largely to provide, to protect, and to act as the priest in the home is the responsibility of the man. Okay, but again, a woman has a part in that too. Like in his absence, maybe gently suggesting certain things, working together, that kind of thing. But however, these things are not the second thing that women want more than sex. Okay? But however, in man becoming or man acting as the leader, to be the provider, the protector, and the priest, after he's done that job, it doesn't mean that he just kind of sit back, put his feet up, and just kind of snooze because he acted in those three positions. Okay? So, what else besides that does the woman need? Does the family need? Okay? So, a little commercial break right here. So, if you haven't already tried those vegan meat alternatives that God has so graciously blessed me to cook, you gotta try it. They're my fundraisers, okay? Or the sides that go with them, and the sides, or the non-dairy ice cream and other desserts. You gotta try them. They're just simply delicious, okay? And then check out my other YouTube, The Pursuit to Christ, my other YouTube. Check it out. It deals with the hard things that people deal with that basically bars them so they think from accepting Jesus, like not being perfect, having a wrong as the ideal, not having anybody to lead them into guidance, or being bewitched about who Christ is to where they don't want to follow. They just kind of hands off. So it deals with that. So you might want to check it out. And then my playlist. Check out my playlist. I'm always putting new entertainment there. And I'm gonna say entertainment because I have comedy there. I have CPR for single, CPR for marrieds, the in between. I just have a lot there, so you might want to check it out. So okay, so what do you think the second thing is? Okay, so comment in the comment section what you think the second thing is that I have on paper. Okay, and then the next part is where you can check out the description okay, where I have more information or receipt for what I'm talking about a lot of times. Okay, but check it out because there's more information in there. I'm not going to tell you everything. I have some things to be a surprise, but check it out. So, the second thing. Ready? The second thing. Just playing with you for a little bit. The second thing is companionship. Yes, companionship. So, in dating, it was important to like get to know each other, go on dates, spend time together away from everybody else, including children if you now have children, if you're married. So that needs to carry over and still have companionship, not just doing everything that a man wants to do, which a lot of times women may get stuck into doing that in hopes that one day he'll say, honey, what is it that you want to do? Let us do some of that. And I don't think it's the ideal of like so much what's being done as it is doing it together and being equal. And when I say equal, I mean like she's satisfied because some of the things that she wants to do is getting done too, and as well as him. And the thing about this is, and I might need some help. I might have somebody want to like stone me for saying this, but I think that in a dating or courtship phase of the relationship, a man is more eager to accommodate. However, in the marriage or when there's a commitment made, it's almost like the woman is doing more committing, accommodating like what he wants. However, in a healthy relationship, there is more reciprocity. In other words, it's not just one person getting what they want. There is an equal amount of sharing and an equal amount of togetherness there, making sure that both persons is satisfied, you know, and happy. And the thing about that is that, I mean, certainly, you want companionship with one another, but there is a type of companionship where you go away and come back together as well. Like go away doing healthy things, be it with, the guys with, his friends, whether it be from his job, his cousins. A lot of times I don't really know of a lot of men that hang around with a lot of men. I don't know that. Usually men hang around with maybe somebody from their job or family members. Women, kind of like the same thing, but however, in that companionship, along with doing things with each other, there is also doing things apart from one another and then coming back together. And when you come back together and the man is talking about the good time that he had when he was away from the woman, and then the woman, is talking about the good time she had when she was away from him. Not saying that these other people are more important. They're not. These other people share a part of the companionship in this way because I don't know, it's easy to get tired of a person when they're with you all the time. You see them all the time. You're always doing stuff with them. And I'm not saying that it's not enjoyable, but it puts a spin on things when you separate. It's not a separation, it's still a togetherness because you both basically you agree. You agree on this. It has a way of like making your togetherness and your companionship one another. It puts a twist on it. It makes it to where you can't wait to spend more time with each other. It makes it to where, after you finish with your friends and your family, your co-workers or whatever, and you come back together, there is a type of joy and excitement there that is not there when you constantly do things together without not doing things here and there. I'm not saying all the time, every now and then, okay? So basically, that's what I have it. Women want companionship, okay? Whereas where a man may be more happy and satisfied doing a lot of things with just the woman. The woman, a lot of times, because on an emotional level, a woman is rarely satisfied with just her partner. Usually a woman, the thing, because it's like men usually want the brief conversation. Okay, don't give me the long, give me the short conversation. Whereas where when she talks to a trusted friend, female friend, she can just, even if she talks about the same thing over and over again, and then every now and then, boom, she has a breakthrough and something new, a new answer to a prayer, new answer to a dilemma or whatever. It's like a woman can deal with that. A lot of times a man is like, baby, you tired, you done. I mean, I do got to work in the morning. You know what I'm saying? But it's true that a lot of times we can put a little bit more on our female friend, a family member that's older, would have you, a trusted, hopefully a godly kind of person. So there you have it. The second thing that a woman wants more than sex is companionship. A lot of women have not been raised with their fathers, and so when God blesses them with a husband, she wants a husband that understands her need for companionship and be willing to accommodate her. That she be so special, so loved, that he be willing to accommodate her for her companionship. I love you. This is all I have for you. Now to him that is able to keep you from falling and to present you faultless before the presence of his glory with exceeding joy. To the only wise God, our Savior, be glory and majesty, dominion and power both now and ever. I love you. See you in the next YouTube.